I think prayer's really good for you because it just helps you get through the hard times in life, and it just makes you smile and helps God. The prayer is really important because it helps you have a good life and get a good job and a good shelter and everything.
When you can't do something, it makes you do it better. I like because he makes us happy and he makes us have a great day and he makes us have good jobs.
You know that before, when it was just me and Greg, that we felt like it was important to be in church. But at the same time, there were so many days that we would say, well, we're kind of tired. It would be nice just to stay home and not go to church because it just takes up our whole morning. But after we had Connor and Kylie, it really became very important for us and a priority for us to be in church, just because we have seen the benefits of, because both of us were raised in church, and just having that, not even tradition, but just having a place to go where you are connecting with people, where people know us as a family, where it's multi-generational and people know your children. That to me, I think, is something that we just don't have anymore in our society. And so being in church, being part of a church family, is very important to us, and being able to connect with other families, other young families, and having our children grow up together, and knowing that when you're with these families, we're kind of on the same page. Our values are the same. We want the same things, and we can watch our children grow together and help each other as we raise our children.
Part of being a Methodist is to recognize the fact that we have many gifts. Our gifts can be spiritual, the way we work with others. Some of us teach classes, a lot of us go to classes. There's a lot of fellowship involved, as was mentioned earlier. We have our own church family, and a lot of that is a result of the gifts and the gifts that you use and employ. And as you share these talents that you have with other people, they are not only most appreciative, but they also join together and help. There's very few things we do as a single person. It's almost always done as a group. Small groups are the strength of the church.
Okay, so service. I'm in a service profession, so I think service just kind of comes naturally to me. I joined the church, I wanted to get involved with the youth, and then I had kids of my own. And they were, well, to be honest, they were driving me cuckoo nutso during church. And I felt there was a need to allow moms like me to be able to worship. So we started to do children's church, and that I felt was really my calling, and that's a place that I feel like I've been able to serve our church by filling a need, seeing that need and filling that need, and serving the children of our church.
Well, I think I'm not as good about going out and, telling people about religion just for the sake of doing that. But I think if people are around me very long, they know that I'm involved with the church. They know that it's meaningful to me, and I talk to them about it. But I'm not good at going up and saying, I'm here, this type of thing. But I think it's important to be,
Right.
So many times we get
Right.
in groups with people, different places, and you have no idea if they even go to church. I do try to bring that into the conversation at least, and sometimes it leads to a question or an interest or something. But that's not as much as we should be doing, but that's something that I feel we can do,
Right.
that is at least a beginning.
Right.
One of the big influences on us to join the church was the people. Friendly, sincere, dedicated people welcomed us with open arms and just made us feel a part of this church family. And 14 years later, we're still here, and We've made lots of friends, people we could call on in an emergency or anytime if we need them. It's a great place to feel love and friendship and dedication and devotion. It's a wonderful family to worship with.
We chose to be here because we love the family atmosphere. I love the multi-generational part of it, where we have people that can help each other raise our families and the family environment.
We chose the church mainly because of our family.
Yeah.
But now it's progressed into, it's another moment where we all get to be together as a family
And have love.
and have
Like pray together and do all those fun stuff at children's church.
Another reason why I think we chose is it's like a family. It's a big family, extended, and our kids wake up every Sunday morning ready to go. You know, they get us up before we're even ready, and they just enjoy every minute of it.
I chose this church because the doors were open, the minds were open, and the hearts were open. I had been going through something personally in my life and felt very ostracized, for lack of a better word, by some of the other churches, and this church just welcomed me, imperfect, and that's why I'm here.
Hi, I'm Pastor Susan Gray, and it is my honor and privilege to be the minister of the First United Methodist Church of Jupiter Tequesta. You have heard some of our church members share their why, and I'd like to take a moment and share mine. I did not grow up United Methodist. I was maybe like some of you and looking for a church home for my family and my 3 children who were teenagers at the time. And they wanted to try the United Methodist Church because that's where their friends went. So after one worship service where I saw the openness of the people and the openness of the communion table and all the children coming for communion, I wanted to know more about the United Methodist tradition. I fell in love with the Wesleyan theology that says to us that we are all God's people, that we are all welcome under God's grace and into God's house. And truly, this particular church where I have been appointed by Bishop Carter has been that for me. The people here are so open and welcoming, and they love on each other and take care of each other. And they do that because of the way that they have experienced God's love and care for them in their life. Our doors are open, our hearts are open, our minds are open, and our table is open. And we have a place for you and would love to hear your thoughts and answer your questions and help you find your why. We are truly a real church for real people being loved by a very real God.